And welcome back. Our next guest is no stranger to the morning show, and now he's making it big on the other side of the Pacific. Dr Daniel Golszewski, aka Dr Golly, is Australia's go-to paediatrician, and with the launch of his first book in the US, American parents are now singing his praises too.
Your Baby Doesn't Come With a Book has hit number 2 on the USA Today bestseller list. Off the back of his whirlwind trip to the US, he may be a bit jet-lagged, but it's clear his message is resonating not just on our shores. Best-selling paediatrician Dr Golly joins us live from Melbourne. Hello. Congratulations. How was your trip taking over the US?
Oh, it was absolutely surreal. I don't know how else to describe it. It's very, very unusual, very humbling to see your picture up in Times Square, and when the book sale statistics came out, we were just blown away.
Do they do things differently over there from a parental perspective? Do you think is what you're teaching new lessons for them?
It's not, well, it's definitely refreshing. It's a space that hasn't been touched for way too long. Look, lack of sleep as a new parent is a universal challenge, but there's definitely some nuances that are different in the US. Their parental leave packages, for example, not as generous as ours, which means that there's often dual income families and sleep just becomes more and more important.
OK, so we've got you here on the show and we want to ask you some key questions that parents might be struggling with at the moment. First up, we may be out of winter, but babies are still seeing, some signs of a cold, even maybe hay fever. What are your tips for sleep time with a sick baby?
I would say the single most important thing is to have a good foundation, and also remember that when a child is unwell and other people in the family are unwell, just relax on the routine, relax on the rules, and get back to that foundation that you've worked hard to establish as soon as they're better. And usually when a child is sick, one of the parents or both parents are sick as well, so you've got to remember to look after yourself. And as always, when it comes to childhood illness, if you are worried, if that child is getting worse, not getting better, escalate early so you're not doing a run to an emergency department at 2 o'clock in the morning.
OK, and then we get all our routines finally set up, and then it's a thing called daylight savings in some states and territories. So what do we need to do? How do we go about adjusting our routines all over again?
Larry, it's a great question, because you do work so hard to establish it, and then, as always, everything seems to fall apart. But it doesn't have to be that way. We are moving the clocks forward, which means we're going to have a little bit more brightness, so remember to have a dark room for young babies. You can use white noise that's going to wash out the sound of birds chirping and traffic coming out earlier. Just remember, consistency is the key. And coming back to the original point, the better your foundation to start with, the easier your child will adjust to the daylight savings change.
OK, we recently saw some research out of Canada which said babies have a lower risk of developing asthma if they grow up around dogs. What's your take on children and pets?
Oh, it's really fascinating, this study. It's hard to determine causality, which means, is it just an association, or is there actually a reason why having dogs around leads to reduced rates of asthma? Is it because families with dogs tend to get out more and therefore we are exposing to more allergens in the environment? Are they more fit? It's very, very hard to draw answers from this study. But as a dog owner, I'm going to say I'm all for it.
Hey, listen, exciting times for you. What's the plan next up for you? Are we going to keep you here in Australia, or are you going to go off, because you're going to now do all the big shows in America, you're going to move in with the royal family? What's going to happen? What's next?
Oh, wow. Someone asked me the other day if I'm going to do Dancing with the Stars. Yes. I'm wondering if I should follow in your footsteps, Larry.
Yes.
Well,
don't follow in someone else's footsteps, not
mine. in Robert Owen, I think.
Do that. Choose that.
No, look, this Thursday we're launching in the UK.
Wow.
Thankfully, I don't have to fly there. I would love to, but as you said earlier, I'm still trying to adjust to the jet lag. But UK is the next big target for us, and the sky's the limit.
Mate, so exciting. Oh, well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and as we say goodbye, the last thing that you would like parents to take away, a message?
Oh, look, I think the most important message that I want to convey is that the newborn period and the first few months of a baby's life is not something to just be survived. You can actually thrive during this period. You can sleep, you can enjoy, and you can finish that period thinking, I want to do this again.
Yeah. Okay,
Great
good
stuff.
advice. Thank you so much. For more great advice, you can pick up a copy of Your Baby Doesn't Come With a Book by Dr Daniel Golly. It is out now.
Congrats, Doc. Great to see you. Just ahead, we're firing up the jukebox with a classic hit that sounds